Okay, I'm recording again. I'm gonna do an intro. Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. This game is From Beyond Prologue, and me and Kira H, my guest who's over there, we don't really know anything about this, but we recently played a little bit of this game, and we ended up, basically right here, so we're gonna continue it. I hope that's okay with you. Where are we?
I don't know.
Oh, we're at the place with the apple that we can't reach. Look at this.
It's a shriveled mess, I'm gonna say. It is too high. We need to give it some cracked black pepper. Because I've heard that that's what you feed people that are too high.
I didn't know about that, but also...
I don't know why, but I've been told. So, like, fun fact, anyone who's too high, try some black pepper.
Stick around, people. You learn stuff on this channel. Also, we're gonna learn a bunch of new words playing this game because the dialogue and the writing in this game is just very didactic, I suppose I would say. Is that the right word? I don't know. I'm trying to use big words too. But let's look at this house. The door has been shattered with the frame busted in. Smashed remains of rotting furniture cover the floor. This guy is like constantly talking about furniture in this game. Digging through it was fruitless, he says.
Gothic cabinet craft.
After not being able to reach that apple, he wants to say the word fruitless just to like really rub it in. Everything has all been reduced to splinters and rotted pulp. Oh, we could use some of that.
My soul.
Okay, but what if I go here? A windowless... What's that?
I like that door.
I do too. A windowless, monolithic black spire thrusts towards the heavens. Oh, well, if it's windowless, then forget it. It stands in stark contrast to the glistening white snow surrounding it. Snow that lands upon the spire melts immediately. You feel warmth radiating from it. Oh, that's kinda neat. Two immense iron doors seal the only entrance. There is no obvious way to open them. Oh my gosh! I forgot how obnoxious that sound was.
I can't hear it, and I feel so special.
Ah, right. Kira H does not have game audio, everybody.
Perusing your brain. Okay, so here's my question. Is this game using perusing in the actual way this word is supposed to be? Or are they using it in the way that it's colloquially ended up being defined?
Right,
because I came into this problem in a sociology course in college where the teacher was like, so peruse these chapters. And I was like, oh, that means pay very close attention to detail. Because peruse means to pay very close attention to. And then I found out that, like, it started becoming a word that people just were like, oh, just, like, give it a glance over.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, peruse now means both of those things? And I feel very awkward that I don't understand which one's ever the intended definition.
Right, right. People have used it incorrectly enough that now to peruse also means to, like, casually read something, you know, or just, like, skim over it.
So has this guy actually perused my brain, or has he just perused my brain?
I mean, look at this dude's face. It feels like we're getting pretty fucking perused here, so yeah. I would imagine that, like, our brain is getting scoured.
Yes, peruse me and abuse me. I shall endeavor to know you even better, and soon. What a jolly era you exist in. The technology.
By the way, some people want to be perused by you, so just throwing it out there.
Is charming. Quite quaint. Quite quaint. I like that. As you have been such a generous host, I shall grant you a boon in kind. My gifts may be considered overly grand, even magnanimous. But the response can be overwrought. Do you like this tower? They worshipped me as a deity after construction. You may have gathered that. What's a minaret? Is that like a minotaur?
I was just about to say it's a baby minotaur. Do you say minotaur? Actually, if it's a baby, it is a minotaur, isn't it?
It's a minor tor. Minor toro. Right?
All right. Look, I've gotten to the point where I want to look up all these words so that people watching this video might gain some sort of knowledge. All right, so let's look it up.
Do we really want to impart knowledge upon our
Yes.
subscribers and future
Okay, so here's how it's pronounced.
Minaret.
A tall, slender tower, typically part of a mosque, with a balcony from which a muezzin calls Muslims to prayer. Well, now I gotta look up another word. But this is like, I'm learning about cultures here, okay? A man who calls Muslims to prayer from the minaret of a mosque is called a muezzin. All right, well, I learned something about a religion that I don't know much about. Anyway, this minaret is an anachronistic architectural anomaly. Oh my gosh, that was an awesome alliteration, asshole. Consider the structure as a tuning fork or battery jar for particular/specific energies. Whoa, wait a second. I just realized that when you're contacting somebody telepathically, you can insert a slash into your sentence and they'll realize that you've done that. It was purely practical from my standpoint, truly a gift that cut both ways. Like a double-edged sword, or, as people call it, a sword. Do keep guard of your corporeal form. We will need it. No, yeah, you know, I have been, sort of. Anyway, we learned a lot. I'm glad you're here. Let's go this way. Oh, that brings us back to the house with a single apple. The trail steadily wends its way north, passing a series of dead trees. The path ends at the mountain base. You see the exterior of a mine. We were just talking about miners and minotaurs.
I thought it said mime, and I was really excited about the exterior of a mime.
Yeah, how do we get him out of this glass case? The rickety remains of a small flume. Not a complete sentence.
The brakes on the mining cart are engaged.
Good for them.
Let's go to their engagement party. Upon further inspection, you see that the cart is mounted on guiding rails and the brake lever. We just, ow, I hit myself in the face. We just picked that up from that room. Put it on.
The lever perfectly fits in the mining cart, brake mount, and locks into place. Well, you pull back the lever and free the brakes. Now, unrestrained, the cart goes careening down the hill and smashes into the mine entrance, clearing a path. Yo, we did something! Ah, lever? I would never.
We haven't been doing a thing.
She's one of my best friends, so I would never leave her. Get it? All right.
Sorry, I made that joke last episode, so.
Yeah, also I'm drinking the same beer as last episode, and it is called
Gross.
Epiphany Main IPA. Not literally the same beer. And it's by the Foundation Brewing Company, not sponsored.
I am having not sponsored wine. But it's called Invoke, and I really enjoyed that.
Oh. I just thought of something, but I'll ask you off camera. Anyway, why don't we go to this mine without, like, a light source? The interior of the mine is composed of jagged gray rock, and there's already a torch here, so never mind. That has been scorched black. The tunnel winds down the cavern, flanked by a set of iron cart tracks. Oh my gosh, Kira H. So, like, when this episode goes live, I think you'll love the music of this game.
I honestly can't wait.
It 1,000% reminds me of your music.
That's cool. But I am hearing music from like someone's car parked on the street outside.
What are they playing? Is it ludicrous?
No, if it were that, I'd be a lot happier.
Oh my gosh.
All I can hear is like, doo, 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 doo. I'm like, okay, so this could be good, but it also could be just horrible, and I don't know. It's too much.
I told you Molly M's joke about ludicrous as a TSA agent.
And I showed it. I showed it. I told it to my friend Ricardo, and he liked it also, and I was very happy.
But ludicrous as a TSA agent would just very often say, "What in the world is in that case? What you got in that case?" Anyway, it must have derailed after smashing its way through the debris that blocked the entrance.
A couple of cans of bath. Anyway.
The Durbus. Let's take a look at our friend, the mine cart. You find the cart? It must have derailed after smashing its way. Okay. It appears to be a gas fixture mounted into the wall. It is burning some type of natural gas. How did they install it? Fascinating. Well, we're gonna uninstall it like my latest Windows update. I don't need it. Okay, never mind.
The iron rails remain thick and strong, though speckled with rust.
Just like me. Okay, you know what though? Before we go through this cave, I feel like there's a lot that we missed out on over here, right?
There was like a lot of shriveled apples.
Oh, okay. So I'm glad I came back to make sure, but this path here, I didn't try the northern exit here. That just leads to that monolith. Okay, so I feel like we can go into this cave now. I'm just checking that I've at least seen every way to go here.
I don't quite understand the mechanics of it, so I'm just trusting you to click on small squares within the compass map.
Right, so just imagine that our person is in the center of this map, and these squares represent exits from the area that we can see in the actual game image.
Okay.
So if we're standing here, this exit on the mini-map represents this little hole at the end of the tunnel. You got it now, right?
I love the holes.
That's interesting, but also I'm glad you brought that up because I've played enough games like this that I just kind of take all this stuff for granted, and like, I hadn't even considered that maybe, you know, maybe an outside perspective or maybe a viewer would not be used to using a mini-map like this.
If you click into one of those, then that square becomes the entirety of our large square that we're in the center of, and there are more squares to go into.
Right, so if I click this square on the mini-map, I move to this area.
The tunnel forks left and right.
Ugh.
The rail continues down the right side and looks damp. The left side is dark, so we get darker.
I don't want it to be damp and dark.
Okay, so the square on the bottom means where we had come from, right? And then we have left and right for dark or damp. Is that what I'm reading in this new map?
I think your interpretation is spot on.
All right. I'm gonna choose dark.
All right, so let's go the dark way.
I don't have enough tissues for damp.
Well, first let's look around. Fascinating. Okay, that's the same dialogue box as the other gas lamp. You turn left and go around a bend. It is dark in here. So dark. How dark is it? So dark, you cannot distinguish a thing. The only light originates from an opening at the other end of the tunnel. Well, now it's time to use the farm receipt. I mean the pickaxe. No? Well, let's try to talk to it.
There's no answer.
All right. Enough about forks. Oh my gosh, we talked about forks so much last episode.
I mean, I thought you had your Forkslopedia. That's not a good joke to a fact. I don't know why.
I'm sorry. That was a nice joke.
A good place.
I just wasn't ready for a fork-related pun, so Spoon. The tunnel ends abruptly at a small pool. Time for a dip. The shallow pool is discolored by a variety of mineral deposits. How is it not frozen?
I'm so sorry. I used to have a bottle of trace minerals on my desk that I was going to be like, I have trace minerals. That would probably make it. This is just bad. Cut this one out.
Beyond the pool, the tunnel has collapsed. That's almost the name of the game, which is From Beyond Prologue, but that's sort of similar to Beyond the Pool, the tunnel has collapsed. Should I take a sample? Let's use bucket in pool. You dip your bucket into the shallow pool. Okay, that sounds like something we were supposed to do. Now we have a bucket of apparently water.
Dip your bucket into this pool.
As soon as we step outside, that water is gonna freeze, though. I don't know how it's not freezing here.
Maybe your bucket is just really hot.
All right, let's read some comments real quick. What's up? I see you, Ninja. What's going on? Hello, a guy who likes music and video games. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so that's probably what we were supposed to do here. It appears to be a gas fixture.
Like it's always been.
What do we do with this water, do you think?
I think we should boil some hot dogs in it.
Or water these dead trees so that they become alive again.
I want so many more apples.
Yeah, me too. We clearly need something that will allow us a height advantage, or we need to work those glutes so that we can jump higher. Because there's been so many things that are out of reach this game.
Maybe we need to eat more apples to keep the doctor from telling us how short we are.
Okay, this is a long shot, but what if we use the bucket of water on this flame decal that was in the center of the star here? Which I can now see because I am not wearing sunglasses. Actually, these glasses sort of help me see the little star there. I'm colorblind, by the way. I mentioned that in the last episode.
Like in the in the way that isn't as bad as the glasses that I bought, apparently. I bought the worst colorblind glasses.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You're just normal colorblind, and I went for the like extreme colorblind when I got your glasses.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, if you watched my last episode, you would know that Kira H bought me, well, they're right here, actually, these Enchroma sunglasses that... Not sponsored, thank you. But apparently allegedly, they help colorblind people see colors like a normal person would, and, like, I don't know if they actually do that, or, like, how anyone would figure that out, but when I'm wearing them, reds and oranges look crazy. And occasionally I wear them outside, and while I'm like walking around, I'll see somebody's garden and be like, yo, those flowers are a color I've never seen before.
My favorite is when you're like, the dirt looks different, and I'll be like, yes.
But that's actually true. Like when I wear these things, like I can tell, okay, like my whole life, I didn't realize that like when you look at a field of grass or just like ground, parts of the grass will be a different color than other parts of the grass, and like parts of the dirt will be a different color than other parts of the dirt. And like that, you know, doesn't sound as beautiful or as amazing as those other videos you've seen of people seeing colors for the first time, but like that's what I notice. And it's kind of neat.
So happy. I was so happy. It was awesome.
All right, shut up. Let's figure out where to go. What? We've never been here before.
Yeah, what is this? A soot-stained forge within a bellows sticking out of its side with an anvil sit inside? Well, what? I don't think I've read this sentence very well at all.
But your hunch seems pretty spot on.
I was confident. Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's
a soot-stained
air.
I said a soot-stained forge. A soot-stained forge with a bellows sticking out of its side and an anvil sit inside a lopsided open-air shack. Did you just say that? Is that what you just said?
I mean, I did. I think I added and subtracted just a couple letters within the sentence.
Is this another receipt? You found a note. It reads...
To the untried, unpunctual, and rather vexing apprentice of mine, John. I see you are late again, probably with that Juliana girl.
Uh-oh. Is Juliana the one with the missing arm?
Yeah. I'm leaving the Alchemist's order for you to fill. This is a test.
This is
the
a test.
Mold is ready on the workbench. You know what to do.
Time to get rid of some mold. I have a bucket of water, but no soap is the problem. The anvil is bolted to a hefty oak stump. Is that necessary?
Someone thought so.
A barrel of murky water. What about this? This is a bellows, right? A bellows in perfect working order. Let's take it. I don't need it. How does this guy know? Okay, this guy who is like, oh, there's $50 and a shovel on the ground. He's like, I don't need it. This is the same guy who is like, ooh, a farm receipt. Let's take that. A small...
Frederick Mercer.
That's
Frederick
true.
Mercer is like now. I'm so emotionally invested in Frederick Mercer. I think that's what we're supposed to take out of this game.
Okay, but like you get what I'm saying, right? I'm like, oh, there's a bellows. Let's try to take that. He's like, I don't need it.
No,
but on the other hand, animal feed? Yeah, definitely need that.
He might not have a bag of holding. He might be living in a normal bag situation.
Let's try to take some of this coal. I got some coal. Can I take more?
Course. Oh my god.
Oh.
I have so much coal in my bedroom back at home because Jackie's father gave me coal for Christmas like 3 Christmases ago.
Jackie is a person we know. If that wasn't clear.
Yes. Anyway, I have like actual really nice coal. Quality coal.
For like
Christmas present.
For like BBQing or is it like actual? It's not like charcoal, but it's like coal.
No, it is coal. It's coal.
Dang.
It's coal.
Well, baby, it's coal outside. Anyway, I took all of that coal, apparently. A small wood slat, casting flask, sand insulation, clay mold. What? I did not know where to stop and start my inflection there. A small wood slat casting flask, sand insulation, clay mold. What?
Oh, you took it away before you could count whether it was a haiku or not.
Oh, it's a crucible. It is a crucible to hold metallic ingots for melting. I think he means smelting. Anyway, yeah, I got a crucible. Like that book that I was supposed to read in high school. The crude clay crucible sits ready for ingots.
That's what they call me.
Ingots?
The crude clay crucible.
Ah.
Ready for your ingot.
I have heard them say that before, and I was like, what? Why did you say that?
So I want to show off my star shirt. That's like part of the game.
Oh yeah, very appropriate for From Beyond Prologue. Who got you that?
For a second. But now we're at a single-story house that sits sheltered by a dozen trees. They didn't.
I feel like there's 4. I feel like there's 4 trees.
Golf. The stone with clay.
Why did you start chanting golf? Because I said 4. Okay, never mind. Wait, there's 5. I didn't count the one behind the house. The stone with clay daub molding and ceramic tile roof makes for a sturdy structure. It has stood the test of time. Okay. I've seen the word daub twice. I gotta look this up now.
Did you say stewed?
Stood the test of time. Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I mean, it's accurate.
Okay, daub. A coat or smear.
Where's the waddle?
Coat or smear a surface with a thick or sticky substance in a carelessly rough or liberal way. Okay, so that's a verb, apparently. But as a noun, it means plaster, clay, or another substance used for coating a surface, especially when mixed with straw or applied to laths or waddles to form a wall. Okay, so it's a verb and a noun. You can daub with daub.
Now I want Big Frida to sing a waddle song.
Waddle, baby, waddle, baby. That wasn't Big Frida. I'm just realizing that was the song that I showed you and was like, oh, you definitely know this one, and you're like, no, I don't. Anyway, hey, look, there appears to be an axe. Oh, there's an axe wedged into a splitting stump. I know what to do with this axe, do you?
Oh, you don't need it.
The hell you mean you don't need it? Okay, never mind. It's just very small and I misclicked before. So, okay, I took the axe. You know what to do with this axe, right?
Get the apple.
I can't use the axe to cut down the tree. Use axe.
Honestly, you're just too short.
There we go. Okay, you approach the sickly apple, tree axe in hand, your feet firmly planted. You whip the axe back and swing with all your might. With a steady series of successive swings. Oh my gosh, the alliterations. You chip away at the trunk. The tree trunk splits, then topples after a powerful final chop. Yes, now we have sustenance.
I want to know who the fuck the copywriter was for this game. Let's
Hey.
go take him out for a drink.
Ha ha ha. The red apple is edible, but not delectable in appearance.
I like that you just got a hunter-gatherer, like, award.
Did I get an achievement? I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Where the hell are we? The coral gate is broken open. Okay, so this is another area that we've just never seen before. The corral gate is broken open. Aged goat bones scattered across the pen's turf.
Aged goat sounds really good as long as there's like cheese after it.
Yeah, no, it started nice. It started out like, oh, that sounds appealing, and then it was like, oh, bones, okay. The rotting gate hangs open. Let's take it. I don't need it. The bones that cover the pen are mostly unremarkable. However, one skeleton remains complete and undisturbed, which is very remarkable. Something metallic dangles from its neck.
It's a velociraptor with a necklace. That's what's...
Why did you say that? I do not get that reference, but it made me laugh.
No, I was excited about, like, you know, finding bones. I don't know. I'm gonna go see Jurassic Park in Red Rocks Amphitheater in July, and I'm, like, super jazzed about it. So I'm gonna talk about it.
It's funny you say that because I just found out that this bowling alley near us called Bayside Bowl, which I'm like, come to think of it, I've never taken you there. Not sponsored, but it's a great place. But they also have movies every now and then. Wait, what did you say?
That's not the place we went to. That's not the place we went to? Where there was like a cute little child that was playing bowling where they had like the hill bowling helper thing. We went bowling in Maine and it was fun. And
Maybe, okay, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe we did take you there. But, in my defense, the amulet lays in your hand. It feels incredibly warm. Your hair stands on end. You slip it in your coat pocket for safekeeping. Ah!
Oh, no. Hey, it's my turn. Ah! That's how you said that. You have uncovered an item that will shift your paradigm. While this will enable you to explore the hidden aspects of this world and others. That was one sentence? Okay. This new insight comes with a risk. As you can see the creatures can also see you. Just as in your everyday world, these creatures...
Sorry, I had to get another beer.
Well, you really ruined my...
I know.
Well, I was trying to make a Monty Python joke and then I couldn't remember the reference. But, come in all forms and temperaments. Temperaments.
Beware, there are predators.
We should start a breathmint company called Temperaments.
And they're just like hot all the time somehow. I have a star amulet. The gold disc-shaped amulet
Fucking pissed off.
emits warmth. One side of the amulet is engraved with a star surrounding a small flame. I'd have seen that before. Anyway, let's take some bones. No, I can't. What first appears as a small hill of snow takes shape as you approach wattle and daub walls.
I am so glad that they are sticking with this wattle and daub theme.
Gotta look up the word waddle now.
Waddle, you think I'm doing?
Waddle.
A material for making fences, walls, etc., consisting of rods or stakes interlaced with twigs or branches. 2. Australian. An acacia. Alright. Tiny cat. Let's see. Okay. Built upon a foundation of stacked rock are held together with fine iron pegging. If you're into that. The small cottage has held up well over the years, despite half of it being buried in snow. Bang! Open the door. Alright, let's go inside. I haven't saved in a while, so let's do that over save 2. Actually, let's save a new save as well. Oh, this looks...
Breaking through the crunchy snow, you start working the heavy Oh, I thought it was gonna be another poem.
It is if you do it right.
Yeah, if they would put some rhyming words in, maybe. The long unused door open. With the scrape of wood and clanking of iron, you make it inside the dry and dusty cottage. Oh, I haven't had cottage cheese in a while. I kind of want some.
Sorry, it's actually cottage bones. It is a work table covered with a variety of bowls, plates, and contraptions. Yeah, I'm gonna take some plates, bowls, and contraptions. I don't need it. Oh.
You know how to say plate in Russian?
No.
Tarielka.
We're learning a lot today, aren't we?
Now everyone knows that I might be wrong.
A counter with a series of small iron cages is located in the back of the cottage. I don't need it. Let's look at this cage then.
When's he gonna say I shan't be needing it again? Because that was like... That was exciting when he...
Yeah, that was weird. That one time he said it differently.
Yeah. Because he knew I called him out on it. Also, is our character a man? I don't know.
I think so. I mean, based on the crazy eyes that we see, I feel like it's a man. Also, at the very beginning, I think you get a glimpse of your character, or on like the title screen.
But like when we were like thrown off the avalanche side.
Right, yeah, that too. It is a work table covered with a variety of bowls, plates, and stuff. Okay, what's this way then? Ooh, we can get closer to the bowls, plates, and contraptions. A dome-topped still sits on the work table. A collecting channel leads from the dome into a spout, which empties into a receiver.
That sounds so complicated.
Next to the distillation burner is a series of tubes and glass vessels. The labware is... Speaking of receivers, by the way, Julio Jones just got traded to the Titans? Anyway, the labware is stained with long evaporated residues from ancient distillation processes. I'm just saying, now the Falcons are going to be, like, awful, right?
Who's Beecham?
Ooh, my experiment was a success. I cannot wait to share my discovery with the others. My speculations were correct. These creatures are not our own imaginings projected, but rather they naturally exist all around us unseen. We need only part the veil that separates ourselves from their world. Through my observations, I discovered that they are as hierarchical and diverse as our own natural world. Some sup/graze on vegetation while others feast on the flesh of their fellows. I have
Yo,
many more...
/praise.
Yeah, those are two very different things. I have many
Yo,
more...
what's up?
Wait, what did you say?
Never mind. I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna now be like, yo, what's up? /graze.
Sup/graze. I have many more tests to undertake. My experiments are awaiting the blacksmith's delivery of my frame. Alright, well, let's look at this stuff. Lead ingots! Oh my gosh, I'm gonna take them. I did take them. I feel like we have to do some smithing. A bundle of lead ingots. What is this thing? A rubber band? It is a fire steel flint and steel. It is a fire steel, flint and steel used for starting fires. I feel like we gotta take all of this back to that, that forge. I'm just gonna take everything from this table. A small jewelry box, huh? What is this?
Whoa, what's in it? Oh my god, it is in glass.
Yeah, it's a lens, but it isn't glass.
Someone's actual eyeball.
You pick up the lens. Is this...
Oh.
It is light and feels like some type of resin, perhaps? Oh, I can't close the box? Okay, never mind. Next to the distillation burner is a series of tubes and glass vessels. Okay, I saw that already, right. I don't need it. Can I take anything here? I don't need it. What about this test tube back here? I don't need that. I mean, we got a bunch of stuff from the screen, so that's probably good enough, right? What if I go back here? Okay. Heading to the back of the room, you approach the long, narrow table supporting the two empty cages. Beside the cages is a small rectangular stand with an empty star-shaped hole in the middle, a book, and a candle.
Well, let's make sure the candle isn't anywhere near the book. We don't want any fire hazards going on.
Yeah, that's a good idea. 5 symbols surround an image of a star with a flame inside of it. Ancient language that you are unfamiliar with fills the rest of the page. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of language that we're unfamiliar with in this game so far.
Waddle.
The opposite page features a symbol that resembles a branch. That's crazy.
Like
oh, I took the book,
library?
apparently. What?
At this moment, I have no use for this. That is the most polite way that he's finally expressed. I don't need it.
I think you're
I
right.
shan't be needing it.
What is this hamburger in the cage, though? Sitting in the center of the cage. You open the cage door to retrieve the amulet. A sharp sting. You jerk your hand out of the enclosure. Whoa!
Oh my
Looking
God!
down. There are bloody stumps where your fingers were. Screaming, you stumble back. Your consciousness fragments from the pain of something gnawing through your face. We just died! Holy cow, we died for the first time.
Fuck! What the fuck? Okay.
Is this where we last saved? Okay. I think this is just right outside of that. Okay. So we died. We got set back like a little bit, but I don't think it's a big deal. Let's just take...
I love that you were like, what's this hamburger? And it was like, oh, hand-eating burger. Really, it's what... That was messed up, and I was not prepared for the emotional roller coaster I was just taking.
We got wrecked. Anyway,
Don't touch the cage. Actually, I just want to open it again and like relive it to be like, haha, now that I know what's happening, this is fun.
Alright, I'm gonna save in file 1 before I do that, though.
Don't do it. Ah! But it was really fun again.
Wait, all I did was open the cage. Yeah, I didn't even, like, try to grab the amulet inside or whatever.
That's great. Why is the snow in the... I'm really still upset about the snow just being from the one corner of the screen.
But yeah, this apparently is us, right? This dude with the mustache. Alright, so what did I save in? Save 1? Okay.
Alright, so we'll take the candle. which we shan't be needing of this late stage. I don't remember what he said. But... Is there a way to, like, drop an anvil on the cage so that whatever it is doesn't kill us? Or just leave. We can just leave.
Yeah, you're probably right.
My eye is, like, weeping on its own volition.
The little pewter stand has a small star-shaped mounting hole in the middle. Well, what if I use this thing?
What are you using?
The star amulet. But look, so when I look at this thing here, that little stick, the little pewter stand has a small star-shaped mounting hole in the middle. Okay, well, I guess my amulet isn't star-shaped. It's a circle with a star in it. So let's leave.
I would just use the axe.
Should I try that? Well, I have an apple.
2000s.
I can't think of anywhere we might need to go right now. I mean, I have an apple. I have a whole bunch of ingredients. Oh, you know what? We might want to go back to that, forge and, like... Where was that, as a matter of fact? Because now we have all these ingots and stuff that we can use on that anvil, perhaps? Yeah, here it is.
Oh, yeah, I felt like I understood the map for when we, like, discussed how the map worked, and then I saw you clicking through things, and I was like, I don't understand this at all.
Admittedly, it's somewhat confusing. Yeah. To get here... Like, I didn't realize that pressing this arrow would bring me to a completely new area that I hadn't seen before the first time I did that, so... I have a feeling...
You're hooked on a feeling, boom, boom, boom.
No.
Not sponsored.
So, like, what do I do? I have this fire steel, right? Like, that can start fires, right?
Mm-hmm. So put it in the crucible.
Oh, should I put the... Wait, the fire steel?
I'm not an ancient alchemist / smithy.
I feel like maybe we gotta light this coal or something.
That sounds good.
I have no idea what I'm doing here. I have an idea. Why don't we call this an episode, like, arbitrarily, and just, like, save the game and stop it here?
Everyone's gonna be so excited that we are, like, about to try to figure something out, and we'll be like, no, let's just not.
Nah, forget it. Yo home to Bel Air. Anyway, until next time, this is KarmaJolt and Kira H. I expected you to say something there. Signing off. Until next time, tell your friends we're great, and, you know, we'll see you sometime.
And you may ask yourself, that's what he fucking says, and you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here?
Hello, subscribers and the future subscribers. I'm kidding. That would have been funny though, right? Thank you so much, Patreon patrons and my membs. I hope my fan isn't too loud.